All right, hello everybody, welcome back. We have another VOD review today. This is a Diamond 2 TankPool. So how's it going? What are we working on?
Well, hello, I'm doing fine. And so for this game, some information before this game, I have been on a break for 2 weeks. So I'm trying to get back into Deadpool again. And I noticed a few, let's just call it mistakes, like bad aiming, bad target priority maybe, which I'm mostly blaming on the break. But I would like to because I kind of go with experience and vibe when I play, which may sound, I don't know, stupid or crazy. So I kind of want more of that, what do you call it? How to put what I'm doing into words, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
What I'm doing wrong and doing right.
Yeah. So I assume you probably weren't playing like a third-person shooter, so some of the mechanics definitely go away. We won't focus too much on mechanics.
Yeah, like the bad aiming. I mean, that's just me. I'm bad at aiming, but like the bad target priority, I think is also kind of. Yeah, I just haven't played in quite a bit.
The game's also changed. Season 7 just came out, so don't take it too hard. I think a lot of this, I assume this is like a placement game, so a lot of that stuff can be ironed out just by playing.
I don't think this is a placement game actually.
Already
it might
on a decent way.
I don't remember.
All right, well, let's get started then.
Yeah. And also, I haven't like watched anybody play Deadpool. I've kind of been, to quote a famous singer, I've done it my way. So like the specific Deadpool things is also much appreciated.
Okay, perfect. All right, so the idea of Deadpool is basically it's kind of similar to Emma in a way where you're just a big threat and you're a threat to squishies. So we almost killed the Gambit, and then I assume you pop your E to try to finish the kill here?
If I remember correctly, yeah, maybe. But I kind of use my E sometimes to burst down tanks. And I've been kind of successful sometimes with it, but I think it was a combination of both.
Yeah, okay. I think that's fair. I think if we're gonna do that though, we need to understand like what the enemy tank has to mitigate that, because tanks are the best at mitigating that burst damage down, right? That's what makes them tanks. And so if we see that Mag has used his bubble and his shield, that would be a great time to burst him down. Or if we're trying specifically to get out the shield. So, be careful here with this. I feel like we don't really get a lot of value out of our E. Let's see, how long is that cooldown? Like 12? Yeah, 12 seconds. Nice switch though. So one suggestion I do have is when you are going to use your E, I try to be a little bit closer to really magnify what you can do.
Get the annoying sound cues.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I was getting a little worried here.
I knew you were gonna comment on that.
Yeah.
I knew it.
But you got it, so it's fine. Yeah, so with Deadpool, you really do have to, like, have a really good understanding of when you have a little bit of downtime and what you're going to do with it.
Yeah, I always try to do it, but I think here I kind of just forgot it, actually. It happens.
Yeah, that happens. Especially coming back to the game after a break. But now that we're aware of it.
Yeah,
Ah, much better E. That's good. I like the attempt. I like that the second you heard the Jeff ult, we automatically switched to swords. So good stuff there. I think the one thing I would have liked to see is a preemptive move away from who's near you.
right, yeah.
Bad. All right, so a couple things here. I want to talk about your uses of shield. I haven't seen a good use of it yet. So what's the idea behind throwing shield here?
Well, I think it was mostly for myself. The reasoning behind it. Don't know if I had it.
Okay. So maybe that's something we really start to pay attention to, of like, okay, I'm throwing out my shield and I don't really know what the purpose of my shield is. That's what it feels like so far right now. So let's try to like reimagine like all the things that we can really use shield for. So like number one, first and foremost is, well, I'm about to die. I should throw out my shield and I'll get like, 300 to 400 extra health, essentially, right?
Yeah.
I could use it to save a teammate. I could use it to cut off an enemy tank from their healing. I could use it to slow the enemy team down. I could use it to block an ult, right? So if we think about our abilities in that form, then we can see like, oh, there really wasn't a reason to throw the shield out here.
Yeah.
And then a couple seconds later, now they have a gambit ult. Now my tank's low. My team's, now there really is, right? And so things like that are really simple, easy ways to like get a lot of extra value out of what you're doing.
Yeah. I try to use it to block stuff. I think right there, I think I do have my moments where I just throw it out, and then when I do, I was like, well, that was dumb. I should have done that. But I do try to use it for myself getting out of something, or maybe like use it to peek a corner. Like I would use the Emma shield when I play Emma. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't think it's not as good for that as Emma shield, because Emma shield doesn't have a 12-second cooldown. You can kind of throw it out, pop it away, throw it out. So like, let's try to remove that one.
Right, yeah, Emma's definitely better for it than Deadpool. But I understand like the cooldown and why you shouldn't do it.
Perfect. Now with your ult here, so are you feeling used to the new ult economy yet?
Not really, no.
Okay. So the way that I've kind of been going about it, especially as like a Hulk can get his ult really quickly. And so if I get my ult really quickly, I know none of their supports probably have their ult yet. And so I can either use it to to get a kill, or win a fight early, or like force something on the enemy team, and I can get it back quickly. I think Deadpool's kind of in that category. Granted, you do have a 60-second cooldown on it. So I probably would have used this a lot earlier, like before the Jeff ulted, but since we didn't, that's also okay. Is there any reason we didn't ult when things started going bad, like when the Gambit ulted? Right about...
Yeah, I died with the ult, and from what I remember, I immediately thought or said to my duo that why didn't I use my ult?
Okay.
So I think I hesitated and ended up not using it.
Gotcha. Alright, so we might be hinting at something deeper here then. Because it feels like after you do something, you kind of realize, oh, that was stupid, right? I threw up my shield. Oh, that was not a good shield. I died. I had my ult. I didn't use it, right?
Yeah.
So if you know the right thing, but you're not doing it in game, then that's definitely signifying there's something else going on that maybe we should try to pay attention to.
I may have a like theory, maybe why. I'm very used to. This was the beginning of my arc, Deadpool arc when it came out. I would only use his katana ult, and I would only use it for either stalling or an aggressive play. Like I would use my right clicks, go in, and then I would use my ult to get a refresh to be able to keep going and be aggressive and or stall. And I think that is still there. I'm trying to kind of switch over to using both of them. But the katana ult is much more frequent for me.
So you're fighting your own autopilot, and then that's kind of slowing things down.
Yeah, like that also comes to show when I'm like dying, that why I wouldn't use it when I'm about to die, because yeah, the autopilot is still like really strong. That no, I use it when I want to go in, I use it when I want to be aggressive and stall. So that might also be a reason why I didn't use it when I started dying.
Okay. So there's a couple ways out of that. I think one of the easiest things that you can do mentally is to kind of force the issue and force the issue, and anytime you get your ult, just try to pop it as fast as possible and then pay attention to the outcome. And if that's like the only thing that you're really paying attention to, then that will give you a direct path of learning to and it will get you out of the mindset of like kind of, I should be using this one or I should be using that one. And instead, if you just kind of spam it the second you get it, whether you have guns or sword or anything, and then you take notice afterwards of like, oh, that ult didn't do anything. And then you take a second, you're like, that ult didn't do anything because it was the wrong situation. And then next time you'll know, and you kind of build it based on seeing opportunities instead of this like loose idea of like, well, I only use katana ult, I should probably use gun ult more. And then, but I don't really, it's like not fully fleshed out. The other way you can do it is you can sit down and you can look at every enemy character in the game and be like, okay, is it worth a gun ult?
Oh yeah, I
yes,
try to do that.
No, that's another way to go about it as well.
Yeah, I mean that's reasonable. I think the first option or suggestion sounds very good, because I think I also just need to use it more in general. I don't think I'm utilizing the ult as much as I should.
He gets it fast, and like even with the 60-second cooldown, it's like just go.
Yeah, it's still kind of stupid fast.
All right, let's go back just a little too far away for the E. That one's not as bad. You are covering your escape, but if we're paying attention to our health bar, which I think you are because you back out here, you're like, ah, it's not going up. It's also not going down anymore.
Oh yeah, I didn't see my health bar. Yeah, okay, that was an okay shield then.
Yeah. Not bad. Technically, you probably could have gone without it, but I think a preemptive shield there is fine. Down and upgrade. Perfect.
I'll be at least celestial rank.
Oof. So, a couple things. Do you feel very confident in your ability to use TankPool in order to both hit a ulting Iron Fist consistently and help your teammates?
No.
Okay.
Hit consistently with my guns? No.
Yeah. So I
Do I
think
have
the
my
only thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. It's fine. You go ahead.
The only thing you can really do to an Iron Fist as TankPool, because your shield doesn't do anything, because you can punch through it.
Yeah.
Your swords really aren't going to do much damage, so you can basically just kind of shoot at him, which he can block. Which is not terrible, because if he's blocking, he's not doing damage. But in his ult, he gets his block every like 3 seconds, so he can just keep going. So part of this, and like you did talk about target priority, this could be under that, where it's like, I really just can't do much about this. Scarlet Witch can probably help more than I have, because she has a stun, and then these two people can patty cake and do stuff. I'd prefer if you stay up here, because you're just not the right character to deal with this.
So I just ignore it.
Yeah, you kind of just have to be like, all right. And then with that, you have to take under consideration where it's like, okay, I'm going to hold the front, but I also have to realize there's an Iron Fist ulting my backline. So I have to be a lot less aggressive. I have to take a lot less damage because my backline's going to be busy.
Okay.
So that's what I do here. And then we have another bad shield. It's like...
Yeah. That was panic shield just... yeah.
And then we get punished immediately.
Yeah.
Oh. That's a Jeff hold.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it. Just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean... Yay, Jeff!
Yeah.
Happens. Nice!
Now I'm gonna miss 10 million shots. Yep.
Once again, we're just popping like both our E and our shield like very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the shield is the one ability that I feel like I should be, but I don't care about it as much as the rest of his kits. So that's probably why I kind of mostly just throw it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do have my situations where I use it well, but probably mostly it just happens out of like I randomly throw it out and it happened to be good.
Mm-hmm. I think the best way to get through that is to, like, at the start of the game, anytime you have time, bring up the scoreboard and look at the enemy team comp, and then just kind of theory craft. Okay, what is the thing that I can get the most value out of my shield from? If I don't use my shield for the entire game, but I block like a mag ult who's trying to kill like my support in their ult, that would be massive value, right? And then look specifically for like those things, and that will keep you from just throwing the shield out randomly. Like Mag ult, Groot ult, I don't know, maybe even Gambit ult to like slow people down. Not as significant, but there.
Yeah.
And then that
I
will
think
like really guide it.
Yeah, I think that stuff I know happens if I have a duo. So, but it's mostly only then, because let's say I'm playing with Omen and he's playing Punisher, and they have a mag. We try to communicate that, oh, he ults, and the mag ults, I'm going to try to put out my shield for him. But in theory, when I've tried to do it, it sounds like it's amazing. But then when we do it in game, like the execution is kind of, yeah, not going the way that we wanted it to.
Okay. So that points to a few things. The execution, how do we get better at execution? At basically anything is repetition. So the more that you're mid-game really looking for those opportunities, they have a mag. Anytime they have a mag on the enemy team, I'm thinking, oh, it's a time to practice this. I can practice this.
Yeah.
Definitely. So repetition really helps, and then also, kind of like I said in the examples, like you're paying attention to it beforehand. You're prepping for it. You're already aware that this situation is going to occur. And so when you think about it, it's way easier to react and be prepared for it, instead of just like reacting in the moment of like, Mag just ulted, oh, I can do a shield, let me find the target, instead of like, the fight hasn't even started yet, I know Mag probably has his ult, I'm already looking for it. You know, that can like really speed up that process. But it
makes sense.
What do you have like anything else going on while you're playing Marvel Rivals? Do you have like a second monitor? Do you have music playing? Do you have like a podcast going on?
I do have I'm playing on my second monitor, so I have my PC or my laptop screen. But yeah, no music, no nothing.
Okay. It's just, I'm getting the feeling that you tend to autopilot. Like you're doing all right, but then you autopilot, and then you're like not. You kind of like lose focus a little bit. Does that ring true, or is that not really? Am I just misreading?
I don't feel like I am. I think, well, like I said before, maybe because I am going by like vibe and past experiences when I play. Maybe that makes me be more like autopilot-y.
Okay.
I don't know, but I would. I haven't thought about it that way.
Okay, definitely not getting a solid answer here, which is fine. But so in that case, let's just keep that in the back of your mind. Maybe put a sticky note and like try to pay attention to what you're thinking to mid-game, and see if you are.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. See if you are autopiloting, and then if you catch yourself like not really thinking, just kind of doing, then we need to really have some like interruptions of like what's going on. So, well, that's a good tip.
Maybe I just don't really understand what you mean. Like with autopiloting in a game, or like let's say this game specifically.
So autopiloting is like where, all right, here's a pretty easy one, right? You just got swallowed by a Jeff, and so it's like, oh man, I autopilot, I'm just gonna do things. I just got hit, I need to push all of my buttons, and here we go. And like, you're not really thinking, oh, there's a Jeff here that I have the possibility to kill, so I'm going to use E. It's more like, I'm just reacting. I just got hit by a Jeff ult. I need to do stuff. It's like you're skipping your thought process, and you're just reacting directly. And then we see this a lot with your shield. It's like, I know we're here, we're pushing, shield. It's like, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Now that you say it like that and show me, like, in that context, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so if that's the case, if we are autopiloting, then that's a difficult thing to break out on your own. I think Tacky said something in chat. He said live coaching with random pop quiz questions helps with stopping autopilot. Ask them randomly who is ult during live coaching. So if you're playing with a duo, and if you and your duo are just like calling things out and being active with it, if you're just like, Jeff just ulted, you know, that brings your brain back to the attention of like very specific things versus just reacting to what's happening on screen like automatically. So that can help. I think depending on the type of person you are, having some type of background music, whether it's just like instrumentals or something like that, can also help you in a weird way if that's how your brain works. So I try that. And then we can definitely try a live coaching thing after this, where you play a game and I kind of talk to you and then kind of bring your focus back. How does that sound?
Sounds scary, but we can try it.
Okay. I don't mind that shield. That's pretty good. Hey, we strange for portal.
Yeah, but look at this.
Oh, Jeff pops you. That's not on you. That's on your team. You had 3 people who could stand in front of you.
Yeah, my duo said it's right with that happens. It's like, oh, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah. Good on that, Jeff.
Yeah.
It means you're high enough elo to play against good people.
That was kind of amazing. I was pissed off, but that was amazing.
I don't mind this E. This is great. Oh, good stuff. Look at that. You forced him to use his shield. His whole team dropped, and now he had to use his ult. Great. Oh. Yeah, this is where we got to talk about target priority.
Yeah.
Like, there's... you're just never going to do anything to a group with walls. And, yeah. Again, I think you can recognize that. The problem is recognizing it mid-game when it's happening.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
use our ult anyway.
I lost track of my whole team.
Yeah. Honestly, even though you lost track of your whole team, this was kind of the right thing to do anyway.
Yeah, when I was in it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stall. But then, my team was dead.
Try to get out.
Accepted my fate.
Time to go full hibachi up in here. Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
How do we feel about this E?
I'm gonna say not good.
Okay. And why is that?
Doesn't really achieve much.
Okay.
In terms of space damage, anything really.
And why doesn't it do that?
Well, we're still kind of waiting for Emma to get back to us. I'm not pushing forward. or we're not really pushing forward at that moment. We're about to. So maybe if I waited, it would be better. Because now we start pushing forward, and now I can activate it.
Yeah, now it's good. You have two people really close to your face, so you can hit more shots, be more consistent. Your team is pushing. Yeah, definitely. I think now we've kind of figured out the habits and problems that we can work on.
We did it! Maybe Galacta will shut up now. Come on, I didn't come here to read. Whew, love that healing feeling.
Less damage.
Hey, hitting real hard. Waited long enough. We doing this or what? Give it, never fall.
All right, so this is an interesting area. Interesting setup we have.
Yeah.
So-
I had
Go ahead.
comms saying that there were people behind me, so I kind of had that in the back of my head.
Yeah, here is where, especially as an off tank, you really need to make a decision. I don't like that we kind of sit because we have two fronts, right? We have main, and then we have people on and off way up here. We as an off tank, we need to go do one or the other, and we can't stick around and do either until it becomes a problem.
Tried so hard to get up that thing, like a few seconds ago back, but it went up because somebody shot it and I didn't get up, so I was like, oh well, what happened? What do I do now? So I just waited for it again, trying to push the pressure there, and then okay, now I can go up. But yeah, again, activated my E. Didn't do much with it. Now when I maybe could have used it, I didn't have it.
Yeah.
And then I missed that too. So.
This is something I don't know. I haven't played too much Deadpool, but if you switch into swords and you use your dash, is that enough to make it up here? Plus, you also have a double jump, no?
Yeah, the double jump won't make it up on its own, but yeah, I do have to use the dash. I think something that I'd like to do if I'm gonna use my dash, I want to hit something. Because I think you have to hit something for it to have the two resets.
Yeah. And I think it's a 10-second cooldown. You have to hit something for it to reset. However, if you've upgraded it, you do have two dashes. So I don't know if you've done that at this point.
Let's get this.
I
You can
don't
actually
know
see
either.
there.
Okay, yeah, I
Which-
should. It should be upgraded. Yeah.
I think don't be afraid to, quote unquote, waste one of your dashes in a situation like this where we have control of the point and their team is split up. I think the movement ability is much better used to like gain space and start the engage on your terms instead of waiting and using it like optimally, if that makes sense. So like,
yeah,
definitely don't be afraid to like reposition with dashes. I think that's fine.
Yeah, makes sense.
And we try to go after the atom. It doesn't work. That happens. Nice. Scarlet Witch ult. Okay.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Damage sustained. Damage
That's
sustained. Need assistance.
Yeah, that was a risk I was willing to take to maybe have a stare down with the chef. But he
that's
ignored
a personality trait right there.
Yes, every time
Oh.
I have the chance, I will take it.
Always down for the memes. I like it.
Yes. Again, wanted to get up there.
Nice, nice. Oh no.
Yeah. I know.
All right. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely
I
just
should've
ult,
kept going.
run it down, and go make a play.
Yeah. Definitely.
Back to playing Minecraft, going and punching trees. So without beating a dead horse, this is one of those situations where, like, if we're planning ahead and we're already thinking highest value, I can block a mag ult, I can block a Garud ult, and then when those things happen, we swap, we throw the shield out, we block it, our team celebrates, yay! And then once again, just, you know, target priority. The whole time we're swapping between people instead of picking one.
Yeah. You got a little bit chaotic for me there, yeah.
So a lot of that stuff will get easier if you do have the autopiloting problem going on. If you figure out the autopiloting, that helps in every single one of these aspects. So. Oh. Yeah. I know you've probably heard me say, like, in a crazy team fight like this, you know, you pick one person and stick with it.
Yeah.
Good shield. That was great.
That one I'm a little bit proud of, actually.
That was really
That
good.
was intense.
Yeah. Love it. Even after the dash, too. Good stuff.
Yay! Super unicorn dive! Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff. There sure are a lot of them.
Good. Wow. You're able to track the gambit through all that. Oh! And then you use your shield. Good stuff. That was great.
Yeah,
Your whole team
got
didn't
got a
follow
got a
up.
comms to it was the
Back
quota
and better
was
than ever, baby.
okay, I think, but my duo told me not to go through, and then I did go through.
Oh.
It's kind of like a well, late reaction. So I think our tank went through and kind of died immediately. So the whole portal thing just didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I was
I mean,
left.
it's not a great portal. Like, if you're gonna portal and it's not last second you need to touch, that needs to be, like, set up. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it. You did the best with what you had, being on the other side of the portal.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, I kind of lost myself there.
Let's just jump over. Do you have time to play a game right now, and can you stream it on Discord so we can see?
Yes, I have to just boot up the game real quick.
Take your time. Yeah, I'm very curious. I really do feel like you have a good understanding of, like, what you need to be doing for most part. I didn't see too much, like, mispositioning. I think it's mostly you're just autopiloting, and we have to figure out that, like, underlying issue that, like, bleeds into everything.
the chat, but is there anything that you haven't said that they said?
They're talking about being a lawyer.
Oh, well, I have no experience in that, so.
I don't either, but I'm interested. When I used to play with a duo, we would talk about IRL stuff all the time, and we lost tons of games. That could be going on. Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, that can maybe happen sometimes. But then it will like clearly show that I am completely zoned out. I can even notice it myself when I'm ventilating about something to someone while playing. I'm just way off. Okay, let's see.
All right, let's bring up Discord.
So am I doing quick play or am I doing comp?
It's up to you. I don't mind either. I think either will work for our purposes today of just like being intentional. That's kind of the why we're doing it.
Oh, I haven't been on today, so I have not updated my shaders. And
Oh,
that
boy.
would take like for me 10 million years.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
All right. Well, that's okay. We'll end the we'll end the video here, the YouTube video. Do you have any other questions, like anything specific that like I need to expand on, or anything that potentially you like feel like we missed or something like that?
no, I think everything you said that I need to, or like that I do well, or that I need to work on makes perfect sense. And I'll try to have it in the back of my mind when I play. Yeah, no, it all makes sense.
Right. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Lou. Good luck, and then hopefully we'll get to play some games later, and we can break you out of the spell, the autopilot spell.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for the review and the well, what do you call it? Suggestions, tips. Yeah, thank you for the tips.
Yeah. Of course. Good luck. We'll see you later, Lou.
Thank you. See ya.
All right, that's gonna do it for that YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. God bless. See you in the next one. Bye.